if you've watched recent videos, and hopefully you have, please check those out. I hinted at an upcoming video just to talk about women and sneakers, and I'm just gonna focus really on Jordan brand and Nike pairs. Mainly probably just Jordan brand pairs. Because, remember that group project also? I said this is not a group project when we go after shoes. It's not a conference. It's not by committee that we're doing this. It should be your individual decision, just as it should be my individual decision of whatever I buy. Like, I went for the Air Jordan 12 Cherry. Very happy to have that on the way from the, I'm just going to call it a pre-release. Nothing was shocking about it. We all knew that it was coming. I have that on the way. In no way does that mean that you should feel compelled to have it on the way. I don't care who says it's a must-have. I don't care what OG tries to bully you into thinking that you just have to have this pair and you're being disrespectful for it or to it if you don't want it. You're not. You're not. Go about your day. But ladies, I would have faith in us to maybe make some headway on this group project. All right, walk with me for a second. So we've come a long way for releases for women. We are no longer just doing the pink it and shrink it. We're past that. We're getting quality drops from the material selection, the intention behind it. If you guys recall, I'll certainly throw some the thumbnails up here for different videos on women's drops you can check out. Would love for you to do that. Whether it be the Air Jordan 1, the denim pair that came out, the Starfish pair that was modeled after like a Birkin bag, you have the Canyon Purple 4. They've been very intentional with what they've given us, or you can even go to collaborations. It can be a Laylee May, it can be Melody Asani. They've done their homework. They've done their due diligence. They have made strides to the point where men are very much so interested in pairs. Now, the interesting one is this satin bread one. You can check out that video. I think it's exposing some of you. I really do. Because some men don't care for it. It wasn't intended for you. So just going to throw that out there. You can check that video out. But they've come a long way. I've championed a lot of their drops. And I'll continue to do that. Even if I'm not necessarily going for the pair, buying the pair, I'm still going to give Jordan Brand their flowers because that design team, they're serious about what they're doing. And I appreciate that as a lifelong Jordan fan. Like I was a Jordan fan as a little girl. I'll continue to be one as an adult woman. Like I'm 33 years old. That's not changing. Definitely going to still be heavily into Jordan. But what I'm noticing, okay, as prices have gone up, you have resellers and bots coming in, just making it, they've made it hell these past few years, right? For people to secure drops, specifically a lot of women's drops. I don't think women are here for the games. I think that we are saying if you really want to walk along that axis of F around, you're going to find out that we're just not really into playing the games. Now, I will say this, in terms of just retail and products, and we can say consumerism, you winning over the women's market, the women, like that clientele, it's major. Just ask the beauty industry. It's major because we will be loyal and we will continue to return to you. So you winning that over, you bringing us in, it's important. Why one of their like top things they were focusing on the next 5 years, it was the women's market. It's major. You can get that. But prices are going up, right? Because that's what happens. Inflation is a factor. And women are also taking care of so many other things. Like, it is expensive to be a woman, even as a low maintenance woman. I am that. I don't wear makeup. I am a very low maintenance woman. Okay. The nails are always done. That's just a given. The hair is always done. Even that, okay, is like, that's a lot just to be a low maintenance woman. So think about those that are not, that are like middle of the road or high maintenance. It's not cheap. It's not cheap. Everything that goes into it, not cheap. So ladies, just know, just continue to take care of you though. Let me be very clear. Continue to take care of yourself, okay? Like you should feel amazing whenever you can. Do what you need to do that. I champion that. But it just means that like there's so many other opportunity costs for where our money can go. So even if we really like a shoe, I don't know that we're dropping that extra money. Let me just point out some pairs that are still available. I'm on the sneakers app right now, okay? Right now. The women's Air Jordan 1, the praline pair. Listen, silky laces. Leather looks good. I'm going to pull this up. These are all, do we see this? It's available. Available. All sizes. All sizes available. A lot of women could wear the Palomino pair. Even got a few sizes of those sitting, but I want to focus mainly on just the women's pairs, not even anything that could be considered like kids. Okay, the women's Air Jordan 1 Low, UNC to Chicago. It's available, huh? Like every size except those bigger sizes. So I'm really inclined to believe a lot of men went after those, if I'm being honest. Let's just look at maybe one. Is there not? No, that might have been it. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure. Let's talk about the fact that we're not just jumping at every single pair, especially with the higher prices. We're not. And I'm sure some people will say, well, what's the point of Jordan Brand giving you better options if you're not going to actually sit there and pay the price and buy them out? You as a consumer have a choice. And a lot of you complain about these prices steadily going up. A retro was standard like 180, and then it's 190, then it's 200, then it's 210. Now it's 215 for a Jordan 4 military blue in 2024, and now your Jordan 11s are 225 to 250. The women are just not, we don't seem to be playing the game, and I am very much so okay with that. Like, they're making the brand sit on that stock and waiting until it gets discounted. Do you know how fast this Air Jordan 3 women's, this 3, do you know how fast it went on discount? So fast. Like, it dropped, and I'm not joking, I feel like within 3 weeks, it went on discount. Because we're not for the $200, especially if it's not a collab. And I think that's the thing also. Like, there's not necessarily anything extra. I do feel as if they put a little more into, like, the material of the women's pairs, and I appreciate that. But those higher prices, the women are just, they're not playing the game. Now, I don't know if we all are just, like, collectively in our minds, like, communicating that we're not all going to play the game. I'm not sure how that's working. Women are magical. So I'm not sure how we all seem to be on the same page. Cycles linking, all that. I'm not sure. But we have not been playing the game. We have not. You can go on Hibbit as well. And like, this shoe is available on Hibbit in most sizes. So I think that women are playing, they're participating in the group project without knowing that we're participating in this group project. I don't know that, you know, the guys, you guys just tend to play the game a little bit more. Like, even though you're like telling Jordan Brand, yeah, walk along the axis of F around and find out that we don't want to pay those prices, but like a lot of times you still do. So now this doesn't mean I see that they're going to drop the prices for the women's pairs, right? I think a Jordan 1 will still be 180. The 3s that they want to put out for us will still be 200. The 4s will probably still be like that 190. I still see them doing that. I just see women continuing this trend of not chasing behind them like that. I think that's a good thing. I would love to know your thoughts, though, on it, because it's just something I noticed. It's not a group project, but, I mean, the ladies seem game to play, be a good teammate. we seem amicable in the decision to be good teammates. So go ahead and drop your thoughts below on that. Women's pair sitting a little bit more maybe than some GRs will. I'm just curious to hear your thoughts on that. When I'm getting this out, it is likely Friday the 13th. This is one of the best shirts that I own, just in terms of like this holiday theme and sneakers. So this is a Juan production here. So Fear is an Illusion. You guys already see Michael. He's like definitely a skeleton zombie there. And it's just, again, one of my favorite tees. So comment below your thoughts. Hopefully you have an amazing start to your weekend. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.